Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys Blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Blues, 1975.
This is Bombjack on the ZX Spectrum. Granted, I'm running it on my Retro Games The Spectrum. I'm plodding my way through the best arcade ports on the ZX Spectrum, so there was no way I wasn't going to feature this. Bombjack, I mean, I talked about this very recently. Bombjack was an arcade machine released by Taycan in 1985, where it's a single screen, clear the screen, action platformer. These were great sort of games back in the day because they didn't rely so much on flashy graphics and stuff like that. Although Bombjack's, it's not a pub. It certainly isn't a pub. It was just more about gameplay design, which made it more so a perfect, game to try and port to inferior machines like the 8-bit Micro. So it was ported by Elite in 1986. I said it on my Commando video. Was this their first home port, or was Commando their first home port? Don't know, but all of Elite's home ports, and there were only a few, they weren't one of those companies that just churned, looking at you, US Gold, just churned out arcade port, mediocre arcade port after arcade ports. But this was released on the Spectrum, which is this version, which is absolutely fantastic. The Commodore 64 version, which gets the size all completely wrong and renders it ultimately unplayable. The Amstrad version, which plays almost identically as the Spectrum version, but looks better because the colour is fantastic. And then there's an Amiga and Atari ST version, which in their original form are broke and are just not fun to play. Again, it's a size and dimension thing. This is the best representation of that. You'll understand what I mean if you've ever played this version and the Amstrad version, to be fair, and the arcade version, because you get the size wrong of the platforms, the bad guys, your character Bombjack, then basically it doesn't work. But there was a beer edition of Bombjack which someone else coded, like a homebrew on the Amiga. Crap title, but bloody amazing port. And also, isn't there a ROM hack for this? It's got extra levels. Anyway, you're a Bombjack. You're a superhero who cannot fly. He can merely fall slowly. That kind of got away from me. And he is the world's foremost expert in defusing bombs. You have to clear the screen of all the bombs before you can progress to the next screen. There was the Sphinx, the Acropolis, stuff like that. And once you've gone through all of them, then you go through them again, but the layout of the platforms and the placement of the enemy and the speed of the enemy will change, because it's essentially a point scorer. Now, the fuse will go off in sequence. They never actually explode, because whoever made them is a bit crap, but good for us, and points and stuff like that. But if you collect them in sequence, you get more points. You get bonus points, picking up bonus point disc, and you also get a power disc, which gives you the ability to, I don't know, eat or destroy everyone on screen. Well, not everyone at once, but you can, go around and kill them, and it only lasts for a limited time. And I'm cheap and use it like I do in Pac-Man, which is basically to just clear the enemies, or clear the bombs I need to progress. It's got absolutely amazing views. I do apologise about the background noise. This is a 48K version only, and I do live on the busiest road in the West Country. Something about that title screen as well. It's just nice. It's just a nice place to be. This is extremely well received, and to this day it's still regarded one of the best arcade ports on the Spectrum. And Bombjack's still regarded one of the best arcade machines of all time, mainly because of its simplicity. Right, let's get into this. I will say, Elite, it feels weird pressing P for Kempston, but Elite, you kind of let us down a bit. I just realised there's another Elite arcade port that I completely forgot about, Paperboy. Anyway, yeah, you kind of let us down a bit in the sound department, because we're clearly in 128K AY chip goodness territory at this here, and you never really implemented it, which, well, I can't stay mad at you, because you put out some absolute bangers. Let's go. One player. Right, information down the right hand side. Alive. Oh, at the top of the screen. I didn't realise that was so loud. Right, so hear that. And that. Oh! See what I mean? The placement of the sprites, the enemies, it's superb. the pterodactyl, I don't think he's a pterodactyl, locks onto you, and I don't think they're mummies either. Shall I get that? I may as well. No, because it's going down there. But yeah, so, says the Acropolis. If you hold fly down and press your direction, then obviously you fly. If you fly, Bobby boy, points to the quote. Actually, it's can you fly, Bobby. Adding boy to it, it's like a Mandela effect thing. But, yeah, so. Ooh. Points win prizes. It's probably the first time I've ever actually played it that way. This is a castle in Austria, isn't it, or something? I don't know. Let's just pretend it's Dracula's castle. But yeah, then if you jump to the top of the screen, and then you hold down, or hammer... Come on. Hammer fire button. Sorry, concentrating then. You will... Oh, I just pooch screwed myself. Right there, go hammer. And you slow your descent. Listen to me pausing because I'm concentrating. I don't know what that screen's supposed to be. It is 1 or 2 players, you can see from the side screen. But obviously it's not simultaneous. He is the worst bastard, though. Is he a pterodactyl? I don't know. Ooh, so close. Yoink. Yeah, so the sound is your typical 48k thing, isn't it? But it suits the game. The only thing is, like I said, I don't know why, was it... Well, it kind of been like... Fucking hell, look at this getting frisky already. It can't be like, I don't know, a deadline, or maybe it could. But it's because none of them had, like, you know... A bollocks, I missed it. A white chip goodness. I can just stand around now and point harvest, can't I? Well, dependent upon when the bonus... No, I can't, because they turn into those fast bastards. I would say I missed my opportunity there, because it takes a moment for the bad guys to spawn. But clear the top straight away. Oh, it's game over. It's game over. Well, I made it around an entire round. That's probably the best I've ever done at this, to be fair. I did make some absolute terrible rookie mistakes. But the thing is, this is what it is. You just practice and practice and practice. You harvest your skills, if you will. Anyway, there is a sequel, which was originally supposed to be a Thundercats game, wasn't it? Or something like that. It gets a bit weird. Or was that Ice Castle? I don't know. Bomb Jack 2, where you can't fly. You merely fall from platforms. And it's weird and really not very good. And then there's Mighty Bomb Jack, which is on absolutely everything and is just shit. They should have just done this again with more levels. It couldn't have been too difficult. To put in a level designer. There you go, see? Yoink. Bosh. It's so satisfying when you clear the screen. Yeah, could have been too difficult to put in a level designer, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying stuff like this, because it's just about perfect, this game. It really is. It's, like I said, I know I'm rinsing and repeating and talking an absolute massive amount of bollocks, but it is, come down sharp, one of the best arcade ports on the Spectrum. Ooh, right. No! That could have got... Oh shit, so I wanted that. It could have got frisky quite quickly, couldn't it? Yoink! Obviously my strategy of clearing the top doesn't really come into play there, does it? Wait for the disc to come down. Ooh, I have no idea how I got a dodge then. Look. Look at this. This is, at some point, it's probably just my lackluster skills, but you just get penned in. Go over here, you fucker. Right, that'll do. Yoink. But yeah, forget my awkward pauses. Oh, that got lucky. This is just, it's a challenge. I'm saying that, even at the start like this, it's a challenge, but it's just superb. Isn't that in your life? Oh, look at that for lovely floating. Anyway, quickly onto Bomb Jack's costume. If I was a superhero, I'd be like... I'd be checking my name, see if it rhymed with anything stupid. That could have fucked me up. Oh, you know, checking my costume, make sure like the colours were cool and shit like that. Maybe check my name. How did Bomb Jack miss looking at his chest emblem and thinking the letters BJ? Can't see any problems there. Can you? Oh no. Like I said, they won't blow up. They it's just points. Get the next one that's supposedly going to blow up. Those points win prizes. Long way round. Oh, cheeky. Bollocks. On my last life. You can see though, maybe only the second time round, it's these middle bits here that become a bastard. Ooh, where's the last bomb? Oh, it's 3 down there, I didn't see. Oh, rookie mistake, I didn't see. Anyway, awkward pauses aside, what an absolutely fantastic arcade port this is. Really is one of the greatest on the Spectrum, hence the fact that I put it in this series of gameplays. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this version or any other version. They're all crap compared to this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. What, still not at the top?